Alright, hello, welcome back to another video on this channel. I hope all of you all are doing well. We're making this video where I'm interviewing Janvi, who's one of my friends who's pursued a master's in health services management and is currently working full-time.
Yes.
In that particular field.
Yes.
Give a little quick intro about yourself, when you came here and how long has it been for you in Adelaide?
So I came to Adelaide in 2023 for Feb intake.
Yeah.
And I did Masters in Health Services Management from Uni SA. So it's a 2-year course, 4 semester. And I finished last year in November. I had my graduation this year in April. And yeah, I've been working in the clinic like 2 days a week since my last sem.
Okay.
And then I started working full-time since this year onwards.
Got it. So this video is going to consist of everything from what all is covered in the degree. So just a little bit of tidbits on what subjects were covered, did you have any prerequisite knowledge from India, and then going on to the major aspect, which is jobs. Can you work in your field while you're studying? How to approach or how to target full-time roles in this field, in this occupation.
Yeah.
And then the PR prospects, which a lot of people aren't aware about. It's not that simple just because it's in healthcare. So we have all the knowledge, we just did the research, we were just on 2 to 3 different websites.
Yes.
So watch the video till the end. Did you, just a quick question, did you look at any other cities before?
Yes.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
So I shortlisted like 3 universities. So one was Uni SA. Second one was Curtin University, and third one was Deakin in Geelong or Victoria. Yeah. So with Curtin University, they took a bit of time to get back to me. So I was like, okay, let me focus on the universities who got back to me. So it was Uni SA versus Deakin. I liked Uni SA because their subjects and program structure was more related to clinical, but with Deakin I found they had clinical subjects related to like finance and management and how to take care of things, but then they also had like separate subjects related to management and finance, and I thought I would flunk because I have not studied that.
Fair enough.
I was like, okay, let's shortlist and let's see pros and cons. And that's how I made a decision. And with Uni SA, I found, because they had posted a lot of videos and content online, I felt like this is a better university compared to Deakin. So that's how I chose Uni SA.
Got it. And before I go into MBA in Healthcare Management and everything around PR, can you talk a little bit about around your batchmates and what backgrounds they're from? So obviously you said that you're from prosthetics. Sorry. So talk about what your batchmates were doing and how did they choose?
Okay, so it is not necessary for you to be in a healthcare background. I have friends whose background is in finance, HR. A few of them are doctors in their respective countries, like GPs. There are few people who are into pathology.
Speech pathology.
Speech pathology. Normal pathologists who will like draw blood and all of that. So just have like medical technician pathology as a background. Most of them were physiotherapists. So you can have like a different background and you can still pursue this
MBA
masters.
Got it. And a quick note there that MBA in health, so basically healthcare management or healthcare systems is not a major that you can choose. So it's not like your normal MBA. In your normal MBA, you can start off with a general MBA and then choose HR, project management, marketing, finance, etc. This is a different course altogether, right? And we were talking about capstone projects and your major projects. Does uni really help you in getting roles, internships? Is there any sort of placement? How is the practical side of the curriculum like?
First 3 semesters you have like 4 subjects each sem, and it's I guess 4 or 4.5 credits each,
and mostly
or something.
Assessments?
Assessments, quiz. Few of them have exams. So I only had like 2 exams for 2 years throughout my degree. So, and it's usually like quiz, assessments, lot of presentations, lot of Group presentations, few presentations are like you have to make PPT and you have to present by yourself and upload it. And in our last semester we have 2 subjects, and instead of 2 subjects you have a capstone project. And that capstone project, you are placed in a group or you can choose your group, and then the professors will give you what project you and your group will be working in, and then it will have the concerned person's name, contact number. You have to liaise with that person, you have to book in, like you have to.
So that's a basically external organization.
Yes, external. So it can be aged care center, it can be hospital, it can be primary healthcare. So
and the university gets these clients for you.
Yes, so you don't have to look for it because it's a part of your curriculum. They will place you over there.
Got it. And if I talk about the probability of people, being employed in that particular, with that particular client full time, is that a probability at all?
Can be, not that I have heard of in my batch.
Okay, fair enough.
But at least you know people and you make connections, basically.
Got it. So let's now talk about part-time roles in this particular field, in this particular occupation while you're studying. Is that a thing? How do you tackle it if that's a thing? Talk about your experience, talk about your batchmates.
So I've been applying for clinics since day 1 that I came here. I was lucky enough to get an interview in a clinic like 20 days after I came to Adelaide. I was rejected, but I at least had a good experience on how things work, and luckily the person who was taking my interview knew I am a rookie. So after a point it was less of an interview and he telling me what all checks and everything you need in order to get any job in Adelaide. And then I kept applying, and it's getting a job as a medical receptionist is hard. Not a lot of people had that job in uni. I know like one of my friends, she applied and she got into one. In my case, I somehow got in touch with, because of my connection, I somehow got in touch with a person whose partner was working in a clinic, and that's how I got the job.
While you were still studying?
Yes, so it was in my 3rd semester, so it was like last year, like 2nd sem, 1st semester. So that's how I got the job. And it's basically like you have to give them a call, you have to send them the resume, shortlist what clinic you want to target in. So GP clinics, physiotherapy, and then just research online, just search that GP clinics in so and so suburb, make a list of clinics, give them a call, walk in. Rather than walk in, I would say give them a call, because GP rooms, physiotherapists, everyone is like quite busy. Just give them a call and send them an email, and just be persistent.
So is it safe to say that the people you're calling and the people that pick up the call, you basically want to be that person? So let's say if I am pursuing this degree and if I'm calling a physio clinic, the admin person who's picking my call is someone who I want to be, right?
Yes. So you can, so if you are in uni, you can start as a medical receptionist. Every clinic, so if you work in a GP clinic, you have a different experience. If you work in specialist clinic like a pediatric or orthopedic or somewhere, you have a different experience. If you work in allied health, you will have a different experience.
Got it.
Because the way healthcare works in Australia, it's quite different from sector to sector. So I was working in a GP clinic for 6 months, so I knew how that area works. And then because I work in an allied health, like I work in a prosthetic and orthotic clinic right now, so that's a quite different setting. But it's good to have like different experience and involve that in your work.
Did that involve you getting any registration certification, or is that something that can be termed as a normal casual part-time job?
It can be termed as a normal.
So you don't need anything special to get those roles?
No. You can be in a complete non-healthcare background and still work. So I have an Aussie friend who is a personal trainer, and she used to work in a podiatry clinic. So it's like a casual. So you work in hospitality or you work in a retail. That's how you work in medical. But as an international student, I feel it's a bit tricky because Aussies know how the healthcare system works, and you are kind of new, so they are a bit hesitant, and nothing related to racism or anything, but getting into medical reception is not that simple. Like you have to put in the effort to get one.
Got it. And obviously, as as an amateur, if I'm looking at MBA, like a normal MBA with HR finance, and then if I'm looking at MBA in healthcare management, I would obviously want to go for healthcare management because of the general know-how of how easy it is for a healthcare professional to get a PR. Is that a reality? How is this course basically standing out for PR opportunities?
Okay, so with PR, it's not as easy as it sounds. With this, if you see the skill assessment, like the occupation list, if you want to get into this field, you have to have managerial position. So it can be practice manager of a clinic, it can be like a medical administrative officer, or like a CEO or like a director. So everything has to be a manager position.
Okay.
If you graduate in 2 years time, you have the knowledge, but you don't have the practical exposure, you don't have the experience. So getting a manager role is not easy. So you start off with medical receptionist, and then you become head of the medical reception area, and then you start making your way up.
Okay, got it.
And this visa is basically employer sponsored visa. So after you graduate,
before we get into that, so if I put it in a very easy manner for you, I pursued a bachelor's of business majoring in marketing. The occupation in the skilled occupation list that I am targeting is a marketing specialist. For me to apply for PR through a marketing specialist is for me to get skills assessment and then apply for PR. For me to apply for my skills assessment, I need to have 1 year's worth of full-time work experience in a marketing specialist occupation. Now the designation doesn't have to be marketing specialist, only marketing specialist. It can be marketing coordinator, it can be digital marketing officer, which was my designation, it can be digital marketing assistant, digital communications officer even. Once you have that 1 year worth of full-time work experience, you apply for you apply for your skills assessment. Once you have a positive skills assessment, you apply for PR. Now what Janvi is saying here is that when it comes to MBA in healthcare management or Masters in Health Service Management, the occupations that are related to this degree that Janvi just mentioned, those are mostly director positions, those are mostly manager positions. Whereas in my case or other occupations, it can be entry-level roles as well. So for you to get 1 year's worth of full-time work experience, which will then enable you to get skills assessment, it's hard because even for you to get to that designation, even for you to get to that managerial level, they expect you to have prior work experience. And realistically speaking, if you pursue a master's of 2 years, if you're in a regional area, you'll get 3 years post-study work visa. If you're in a metro area, you'll get 2 years of post-study work visa. Realistically speaking, that might not be enough. Most probably that won't be enough. For you to even get to that position.
Before your visa expires.
Leave alone accumulate a year's worth of full-time work experience. So now we have our laptops and our phones out. Once you pursue this degree, you can target multiple occupations in the skilled occupation list. Some of them are in front of me: medical administrator, nursing clinical director, welfare center manager, primary health organization manager, etc., etc. As you see, it is manager in all of these occupations under all of these underscore codes. For you to reach managerial position, get skills assessment and apply for PR through the independent, your normal skills migration, which is your general 491 and 190. It's very hard because you'll run out of your post-study work visa. So that's why it's recommended that you find an employer that can sponsor you under any of these occupations. So you straight go to either 482 or 494, which are employer sponsored visas.
It's pretty much how it works.
So basically the crux of the situation is that for you to reach managerial position, then start accumulating that year's worth of full-time work experience, then apply for skills assessment, then apply for PR, it's highly likely that you'll run out of your post-study work visa. In this case, in the case of the different occupations that you are eligible for, and obviously it is based on interest, it is based on which particular occupations you want to go into, whether you want to go for a nursing clinical director or a welfare center manager. You're better off finding an employer that can then sponsor you under any of these occupations that you are eligible for once you pursue this master's degree.
Yes. You won't know if the employer is happy to sponsor.
Yeah.
Like, it's hard because they have to spend money on you.
Yeah.
And it's a bit of a task to go on this visa. Yeah.
Got it. So let's say now you have 3 years of post-study work visa.
Yes.
So you're on 485.
Yes.
If you find an employer that can sponsor you now, can you straight jump on employer sponsored visa?
I can, but if I go on employer sponsor visa, I have to work as a practice manager of a clinic.
Yeah, got it.
So with practice manager, you have certain clinics that you can work into. Those are physio clinic, dental clinic, GP clinic.
Okay.
But if you work in a speech pathology clinic as a manager, it's not listed on it.
Okay.
So I'm not sure if that's okay to work in a in a speech pathology clinic and it's not on the list. I don't know if that would be a conflict of interest. But as per the skill occupation list, you need to be a practice manager of certain clinics.
Got it. Cool. So basically, to end off this video, you're better off being in touch with a migration agent as soon as possible when you're pursuing your degree, when you're applying for roles, when you're signing a contract, just to see whether you align with a particular occupation
or not,
and whether if you're going through the skilled occupation list route, how that is working out for you, and also how the employer sponsored route is working out for you.
Yes.
Any last bit of information?
So if you pursue masters in physiotherapy, you work as a physiotherapist. If you study GP, like medicine, you work as a GP. With this course, it's a broad field. Like, the way they teach you, they zoom out and teach you everything. So you have to target what sector you want to work in. So you can work in a quality safety assurance. We have a subject called as project management. So you can work in project management sector within the healthcare.
Got it.
Practice manager is like a common field. As I mentioned earlier, that you have a lot of like compliance check, and a lot of clinic has to do these checks every 3 years. You can work from the outside, and you have to make sure that the clinic have gone through their check and they are compliant to everything that the government has released in terms of quality and safety. So you can work as that. So depending upon your interest and your sector, you can apply for job. Like, after you graduate, you have to pick up a sector and start working into it, and you can apply jobs in that sector.
Got it. Cool. Yep. That's it for the video. If you have any questions, put down in the comments below. I don't know if you're okay with me putting your LinkedIn.
Yeah, that's okay. You can.
But highly suggest you do your basic ground level research first before reaching out. And always, for any migration or any advice, reach out to an education agent or a migration agent.
I can guide with the course, not with the PR, because I'm no lawyer. So if you have questions regarding course, you can obviously reach out.
All right, I'll see you in the next one.